Will Zach Wilson wear number 3 for the Broncos? Plus, who is still hyped up from last night's game winner from Jamal Murray? I'm exhausted, but welcome into your Denver Sports Daily for April 23rd. Let's go.
Taking you through your morning headlines, it's Denver Sports Daily with Rachel V. Hill.
Let's start with the news that broke everything yesterday with the Broncos trading for Zach Wilson. The Jets found the buyer for their quarterback and shipping him to the Broncos for a 6th-round pick. The Broncos will also receive a 7th-round pick in the trade, and the two teams will split Wilson's $5.5 million salary for 2024. Wilson was drafted 2nd overall by the Jets in 2021, but has a 12-21 record as a starter over 3 seasons. They'll compete with Jared Stidham for the starting job in Denver, but Broncos also have that number 12 pick and could possibly move up and try and get a quarterback in the draft. But a lot of people have been asking the question, will he be wearing number 3? And I don't think so. Do we all remember, if you were paying attention to Denver Sports Daily a few months ago, we pointed out this. Will Lutz signed his new contract extension with the Broncos, and you can see that little 3 right there. Now everybody's saying, well, possibly, like, what are the odds that maybe the Broncos might just be like, hey, well, we need to sell all these Wilson jerseys. It won't matter anymore. The Broncos launched their new jerseys, so they don't have any of the old jerseys that they need to get rid of. So will he be wearing number 3? My guess is no. But like I mentioned, the Denver Broncos did release new jerseys, and they got mixed reactions on social media yesterday. But we did learn how long they've been in the process. Take a listen.
All right. Well, welcome down to the team store here at Empower Field at Mile High. This is a incredibly momentous day for us here in Broncos history. After 27 years, we're introducing finally a full uniform closet rebrand. A lot of time and effort has gone into this. I think chiefly really thankful to ownership, Greg and Carrie, who ushered this along the way since its very beginning. This is a project we've worked on since really 2022, and it's been a labor of love across the entire organization, certainly led on a day-to-day basis by our Chief Marketing Officer, Haley Sullivan, but a number of staff across various departments, business and football. Sean and George involved. We had a number of players give us a lot of feedback. Obviously, our fans were central to this. We surveyed our fans in the fall of 2022. We had over 10,000 responses to our survey from their fans. I think one of the things that was really stood out was that we had 3/4 of the responses from that fan base said they wanted change. They wanted a new uniform. So that was really important for us and drove us during this process. We wanted change. We wanted something, though, that was authentic to Denver, Colorado, this region. You'll see that in the design elements throughout the uniform, something that reflected on and appreciated our past. We stand on the shoulders of giants for sure, but also was really looking forward, something that was modern, a fresh take on our brand. Same color, same logo, but really a modern and fresh take. So.
This next Mile High Minute is brought to you by Smashburger. About last night, one of the craziest games I've ever got to watch. So let's start even before the game. The Lakers forced Denver to switch sides for essentially like shoot around, pregame shoot around, whatever it is, which is already interesting enough. Like, I feel like you're pulling a few straws right there, trying to be like, we're going to throw them off balance, get them on different sides, whatever. D'Lo said, this is going to be a redemption game for me. Anthony Davis was playing out of his mind, and Nikola Jokic had a double-double in the first quarter. For their 3rd time since 1997, a player had a double-double in the first quarter of an NBA playoff game, and all 3 of them involved the Lakers. We got in 2020, 2024, of course, and even going back all the way to 2001 with Shaq. So there was tons of interesting things to go into last night, but essentially, they were trailing 59-44 at half. Everything was going perfectly for LA. They were making shots. Literally, the Nuggets could not make a basket. Like, it literally comes down to that. And yeah, AD, Anthony Davis, and D'Lo almost outscored the Nuggets in a half for Denver. So that's not ideal. But the Lakers led for most of the game, like I said. But leading into the 4th, the Nuggets rallied to cut the lead to 10 points, and this is when everything started to change. 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic, about to be 3-time MVP, took over, and the Nuggets tied the game with just over a minute remaining. That MPJ shot. First of all, the fact that Aaron Gordon came down, I wish I could show you guys the highlight, but unfortunately we don't have the rights to it. And essentially, Aaron Gordon comes down with the rebound. He's literally trying not to step out. His toes have to be centimeters away from the line. He keeps the ball. He tosses it to MPJ. MPJ drains a three, and I'm so happy with everything his family has gone through this past week. I was ecstatic for him that he was able to make the tying shot. And then it just felt like it was destiny. Both teams took turns trading baskets until LeBron James missed a three-pointer with 16 seconds remaining, giving Murray the chance to complete the comeback. And Jamal Murray hit a true buzzer beater. My producer Joey and I were talking about this actually before the game. Sometimes they call it like a buzzer beater and there can be like 2 seconds left on the clock or something like that. This was a true buzzer beater. The ball hadn't even gone in the basket before everything had turned red and the game was over. And boom, there it is. The crowd goes wild. Jamal Murray said after the game that he actually didn't even see the ball go in the basket. Like somebody's head was in front of him, but he heard the crowd go wild. And that's how he knew that they overcame the 20-point deficit to stun the Lakers 101-99. And they took a 2-0 series lead last night. Oh my gosh. It was such a crazy game. It was such a fun game. Everybody's been talking about it with me today. I've had people texting me about the game. It was just absolutely insane. The series does go to Los Angeles for game 3 now, and I would not be surprised at all if Los Angeles is able to win 1, maybe even 2 games out there. This series is going to be tight. LA has come to play, and it's going to be kind of a mental thing for them. Are they going to say, whatever happened last night, we can't do anything, we can't overcome them? Or are they going to look at it as like, we're going in for revenge, and they're about to see the best game of their entire lives? We'll see what the mindset is over there for Darvin Ham and his group. But yes, Thursday night will be game 3, same day as draft night. Now, it is Avalanche game day, which, they struggled the other night, you guys. Let's just be completely honest. They lost 7-6 in game 1. We got a 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time puck drop tonight. Ivan Prospatov was recalled for the Avs. They want an option to go to should the wheels come off for Georgiev, and Annunen is apparently still sick. So just a heads up right there. 7:30 puck drop, though. Make sure you chime in. I'll be talking on Twitter and everything, so come hang out with us. The Atlanta Falcons, they had a staple that officially hung up his cleats. Quarterback Matt Ryan announced his formal retirement from the NFL on Monday after signing a 1-day contract to be a Falcon. His professional career spanned from 2008 to 2022, and all but 1 season was spent with the Falcons organization. Ryan said, "It was a hell of a ride. I'm excited to see what's next, this next chapter of life, and see where that takes us. But today it's exciting for me because you never have control in this profession of where you're going to start, and I could never have been luckier that it was a start here in Atlanta, and it went for 14 years. And now 2 NFL teams might be facing a penalty too." So speaking of the Atlanta Falcons, we all remember Kirk Cousins. They were saying, oh, there was some illegal tampering going on. Well, yes, the Falcons might be in trouble, but another team also might be in trouble. So according to reports, the league has investigated 2 of the offseason's biggest signings, which is quarterback Kirk Cousins to the Falcons and running back Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. In both cases, the teams were accused of making direct contact with the player during the legal tampering period of free agency, when all communications are supposed to go through the player's agent. ESPN's Adam Schefter reports that a decision could come this week, and the Falcons would likely receive a harsher punishment, likely losing a draft pick or picks. Yikes. We all remember Kirk Cousins' press conference where he kind of let stuff slip that he had been talking to people over there with the Falcons. So yeah. This might not be good news if you're a Denver Broncos fan, but Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid has signed a multi-year contract extension. It will now go through the 2029 season, and in a statement, Reid said, "I'm incredibly grateful to Clark," which is the Chiefs owner, "and the entire Hunt family for giving me the opportunity to leave this historic franchise." He added, "Over the last 11 years, Tammy, his wife, and I have enjoyed calling Kansas City our home." Reid will be 72 years old at the end of his latest contract extension. The CU Buffs' first football game of the 2024 season will happen 2 days earlier than expected. The team announced on social media Monday afternoon that the opener against North Dakota State will now be played on Thursday, August 29th. It was originally scheduled for Saturday, August 31st, but they're probably doing this for TV purposes. Jake Shapiro has a wonderful article over there at denversports.com, which I highly recommend you check out. Tad Boyles, First one and done is officially exiting Boulder. Cody Williams has declared for the NBA draft. Williams has been projected at times this year to be the top pick in the 2024 NBA draft, but is now expected to at least go in the lottery and rival Chauncey Billups for the highest selected player in the history of Colorado Buffalo's program. So Billups went number 3 overall to Boston in the 1997 event. The freshman's wing lone collegiate season was hampered by injuries, though. He played in 24 games, starting 18, while he averaged 11.9 points, 3 rebounds, and 1.6 assists on 55% shooting and 59% from threes. He posted, or essentially had a nice kind of goodbye and thank you again to Buff Nation that he had posted on social media. You can obviously read it right there. But yes, Cody Williams is headed to the NBA draft, and we wish him all the best. Last one for you. I always like to do some sort of fun thing, and then we'll get into the Rockies at the very end of the show, but you know how that goes. So for the past 13 years, St. Clair Shores, Michigan-based Stalls has been the company that helped put a personalized touch on the NFL draft. When a player is drafted by the team, Stalls employees are quickly working behind the scenes to crank out a jersey with their name on it. There have been so many videos done on this because of how fast they have to do it and move. And employees have only 2 minutes to heat press a player's name on a jersey. And the 2024 draft is special for the Michigan company because it's taking place in downtown Detroit, about 17 miles away from the headquarters. What a cool story for the fact to it be so close to obviously where they've done it. And they've done it all of these years. And now it's literally right down the road from their headquarters, which I just think is cool. Last one, though, now actually, the Rockies end up losing again. We're not surprised. They lose 3-2, but they do play the Padres again tonight, 6:40 p.m. Mountain Time. So love getting into your guys' comments. As always, I appreciate you guys spending just a little bit of your time with us. Also, if you are watching us on YouTube and you want to come hang out with us and have a free lunch, but also sit in and watch a little bit of the drive, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. You have until May 10th, and then they're going to draw a winner. And again, just a bunch of people are going to be able to come have lunch with us thanks to Brothers Barbecue. Come see the studios here and then watch a little bit of the drive with Zach Bai and Philip Lindsay. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. But getting into some of the comments we've got. Let's see. Will Lutz had the 3 now, so Zach Wilson will not be the 3. Correct. Will Lutz did take 3. This was actually the number that he had when he was in New Orleans, and essentially he is back with number 3. So no, Zach Wilson will not wear 3. He will also obviously not wear number 2 because Pat Surtain has number 2. So if you had to guess, let me know who or like what number you think Zach Wilson will wear. I'd be very curious. And maybe if you end up doing it, tag me on Twitter and I'll buy the winner a coffee. Like let's do some fun coffee bet with this one. Will Zach Wilson even make the team? I do think Zach Wilson will make the team. I think it's going to be interesting. The one thing I don't understand about this is Sean Payton was so 100% in on Jarrett Stidham when they signed him to a ridiculous backup quarterback contract, that like $5 million per year type deal when Russell Wilson was here. And now you want to just go for Zach Wilson. I'm not hating on the deal because to be completely honest, you don't really lose anything, like a 6th and a 7th or whatever it is. You're not really losing anything, so you might as well take a chance on him. And maybe it was just a lot of drama up there with the Jets, and they just couldn't make anything work, and Sean Payton can revamp him or whatever. But will he be starter week 1? I still hope they draft a quarterback. But again, we'll see. Thursday is right around the corner, you guys. Rachel, any info on a goalie change on the ice? Unfortunately, I believe they are rolling with Georgiev tonight. Annan is still sick, which is a huge bummer. I was hoping that they were just going to make the change. My only thing with this is how many different drugs and medicines do they have to usually help athletes like overcome a sickness or something? I'm like, we can't give him anything else to, pump up his immune system just a little bit to get him out on the ice. Like, I hope he is okay, but come on, they desperately need him. So yes, they obviously called up Prospatov, but Georgiev will in fact be in net tonight. At least so I believe. No changes have been made since we started the show. I guess I should say that. Who is the head coach for the Nuggets? Well, Tom, that would be Michael Malone. He has done an incredible job of trying to figure out just different ways to, I think one of the main thing was how they kind of confused the Lakers with all their defensive changes that they made. And all of a sudden, you got AG on LeBron or Anthony Davis or whoever it was going to be. I'm trying to remember everything we saw last night, but they moved so many people around and it ended up working. And Anthony Davis had 0 points between halfway in the third all the way down to the fourth quarter. 0 points. And he was going off in the first half. So I just feel like Michael Malone's done a tremendous job, and hopefully they're able to get at least one win in LA, and I would consider that to be a victory road trip. Wow, so many comments coming in. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Duke, hello. Thanks for hanging with us here on this Tuesday. Wouldn't it be cool if Rachel announced our round 1 pick? I don't know if I would even want that pressure, if I'm going to be completely honest. Like, if I got asked, I think I would probably do it, but it would probably be like a 7th round pick that they would allow somebody else to ask. I know they do have somebody special doing one of the picks, though. Rachel ate her popcorn. I surely did. I pounded that entire thing of popcorn, so you can thank me for the comeback win over there. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for all of the comments. I see them coming. Boom, 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 boom. Rachel, last one. Who do you want the Broncos to draft at number 12? I am actually headed out to the draft. So I will not be here tomorrow. I will be on a plane headed to Detroit. So make sure you come hang out with everybody, though. Joey's going to be doing Denver Sports Daily. James and Will be doing coffee breaks. So make sure you do it. But who do you want the Broncos to draft at number 12? If I could just have anything and there would be 0 repercussions or anything, I would love for the Broncos to somehow get Jaden Daniels. I think that it would be such a fun fit. I think that would really excite Broncos country. And with some of the mock drafts that are going on right now, like people are jumping other people, and Jaden Daniels, who knows what could happen. But that would be my number 1. I think they will probably get a Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr. If I'm being completely honest with that number 12 pick, or if they trade down, however it's going to be. I'll be very surprised if they actually stay at 12, though. So that's going to be my answer right there. I appreciate you guys every single day for hanging out with me for just a little bit of time. And then, we'll see you at 12 p.m. for coffee break. We're going to be breaking down Nuggets, getting ready for Avs, talking Zach Wilson, everything that's going on in Denver sports. And then I will see you guys in Detroit. Have a great Tuesday and get back to work, everybody. Bye.